Hello one, hello all. Welcome back to From the Depths. Now, notice it's a little funky to be from the depths, but I promise you it is. This is the rule set for my upcoming tournament. Since Amphibious Smackdown just finished, I want to hop into the next one, the Raging Riptide Tournament. Now, for those of you that don't have a lot of time, I'll go over the rules very briefly. Any and all submissions will be taken through Discord. My name is Savage with a capital S, number 4821. I'll pop it up on screen right now and leave it in the description. You will build one craft for a total material cost of 400,000 material. We will spawn it twice. You have 50,000 materials that can be burned during battle. This is for steam engines, fuel engines, jets, etc. You can build either an aircraft of some sort or a watercraft of some sort. Do not build a spacecraft, do not build a submarine. Every single craft submitted that gets approved will have to spawn in the water. This means your airship will have to at least be able to get out the water at the very beginning. This will take place on the standard nature map at the coordinates 11,12. For the weather settings, that's right, the weather settings. The storm quality will be at 0.25 and the waves will be at 0.6. This will take place on the standard NEEDER 2019 settings in the physics tab. For the battle, this will be a 2v2. As I said, you will build one craft for 400,000 and we will spawn it twice. You will get one match, not three. One match. Bring your A game. The match is limited to 10 minutes or until one of the enemies dies. You will spawn at 2 kilometers facing apart from one another, and you will have 3 kilometers before you start getting disqualified. This means your craft must be able to turn around in at least a kilometer turning circle. Now, for the airships, the max altitude is 55 meters in the air. The minimum altitude for a crashed airship and or a sinking ship is negative 15 meters. The max speed for airships and watercraft is 55 meters per second. We do not want airships being significantly faster than boats. We want things to be a bit fair. We will be using standard despawn rules. Now, for banned weapons, edit. Any and all EMP attacks are banned. I forgot to mention this the first time. Do not do diff spam. Do not put an APS down with only one intake and make hundreds of those. Don't do it. Nukes are banned. Do not build a craft that intentionally rams the enemy. Do not use rams or drills in any capacity. Do not use packs and do not use huge missiles. For defenses, you are not allowed to use repair bots, repair tentacles, whooping rods, lamb systems. That's right, you're not allowed to use lambs in a defensive matter. However, offensive lasers are just fine. And do not use signal jammers. Those are the jammers that use engine power to mess with the enemy's detection of you. This is not the chafe emitter, heat decoy, and all that jazz. Those are fine. Or techniques. Cheese is banned. If you're not confident, ask me. I'm more than happy to point you in the right direction. Sub-object clipping. Try not to make your craft clip. I will look at it. If I see clipping, I will try to figure out the purpose of it. Keep it to a minimum. I know that's pretty difficult. Sub-object cannibalization. If you know how to do it, don't do it. If you don't, do not worry about it. You're not allowed to use blueprint spawners. You cannot make dragless objects, and do not use any wing jank. As for the rules rationale, let me explain. Based on the voting, which will be in a PDF form in the description if you feel like seeing the votes, we got air and water as the clear winner. Last time we did water, so this time I thought we also tossed in air as well to make things a bit more interesting. For the budget, I averaged all the votes and it came out to 404,000, which we rounded down to 400,000 for the craft. We took the material cap, the same thing, it came out to 56,000, we round down to 50,000. For the weapon system, I looked at the amount of people that said they wanted it versus the amount of people that said they didn't want it. I took that percentage, and any weapon that was above 40% was allowed, below was not allowed. For defenses, we did the exact same thing, except the barrier was 45%. So anything that had more than 45% approval was allowed, and below that was not allowed. Now, for the scoring, each team obviously spawns with 100% health on their entire team. Your team will get 1 point for every 10% damage that the enemy takes. This will be rounded down. This means that if you shoot them, if they shoot each other, if they run into the ground, if they run into each other and they take damage, and it equates to more than 10%, you'll get a point for that. For example, if Team A ends the round at 21% and Team B ends it at 87%, Team A will get 1 point for doing 10% damage. They didn't do 20, 10% damage, that's 1 point. Team B will get 7 points. They did 70% damage and some. That 1% makes a difference. We will not be giving any freebies. You will have to do a full 10% to get the point. No halfsies. After that, each host, that is myself and Ohm, we will be allowed to give either craft 1 point for being cool, interesting, well designed, or effective. Now, this means that a craft can potentially receive 2 points per round, 1 from each host. On top of this, there will be a form on episode 0 that showcases all the craft that allows you to rank all the participants in order of how much you like them, how much you think they're effective, etc. This will show their offensive capabilities, defensive capabilities, armament, shape, style, etc. You will put these in order based on your preference, and we will use these votes to make a master scoreboard, and then we will assign points 1 time based on these votes. That means, for example, if craft B comes in first place, we'll give it a certain amount of points, and that is it, that 1 time. Let's say, for example, it's 2 points. That's all that craft will get for the aesthetic point for your vote. It then can go on to get points from us in the voting. So, once again, we'll rank that, and you get points 1 time for making a beautiful, cool, interesting, and effective vehicle decided by the viewers and participants. That's all I got, guys. Thank you for listening. Good luck for anyone participating, myself included. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
More than half of them missed.
Yeah, but the Bulwark is not happy about the half that didn't miss.
They just decided to roll over.
You've got holes in the bottom. Okay, now it's... I think your Sigeris is about to into space.